Welcome to the channel, guys. If you guys are new here, and for all my subscribers, welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be changing the injectors on my 2003 turbocharged Mercury Marauder. Let's get into today's video. Okay, so simply put, if you guys didn't watch my last video, I'm just going to update you guys. The knocking almost completely went away when it came to any type of mechanical failure noise that comes from a motor when obviously bad things happen. Lack of fuel, well, with this car it went underwater and it had water in the baseband and all type of other issues. But what I want to do today, because I do not plan on keeping it turboed and none of the turbo piping is actually connected to the intake now, I want to put the stock MAF and the stock injectors back in. Right now I have a supercharged 2003 Cobra injectors in here, and I also have a 2003 Cobra MAF in here. So that's the MAF that is blow through for boost for the Cobra, and also the injectors that are 39 pounds. And the stock injectors are 24 pounds, so it's basically making the motor run like crap because it's not tuned anymore. So I'm gonna swap those out and we're gonna see how it runs. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna have to take off this upper intake, and it has like the throttle cable on it, the EGR, stuff like that. I'm gonna have to take those off to get to the fuel rail that's right here underneath it. It's a bit tough to get to, and it's just gonna be easier doing it that way. So I'm going to take that off and then I'll show you guys how to change the injectors. Alright, so I just want to show you guys what I did. I don't have my camera stand with me today, that's why I didn't record actually taking it off, but I'll show you guys in depth what I did. There are 7 8mm bolts, one here, here, one in the back of the EGR and one in the back over here. So the back EGR and this one here. Also, the EGR has 2 10mm bolts that goes into the manifold, one here and one right on the opposite side. There's also a bracket that goes over it, over the EGR base to stop heat from getting to the fuel system. And this is held in by 2 10mm bolts. And I also have that removed. When you do have everything loose, you do not have to disconnect the cables or anything else like that, or remove the EGR completely. What you want to do is just pull the intake and flip it right over, and it'll lay down out of your way. It doesn't break up anything or anything like that, but this is my first time looking in the motor after it went underwater, and the obvious signs of salt being inside the motor right there. But we're gonna clean all this up once we get the motor out of the car. Today I just want to swap out these 39-pound injectors and this Cobra MAF, and then I want to see what it does after that. So I'm going to continue by removing these injectors, and there are 4 10mm bolts, 2 on each side, and then I am going to reinstall the new ones. Alright, so obviously it's nighttime now, and what took me so long is that when I took this intake off, the clips that hold down the injectors, now it's probably a rookie thing, but definitely I'm not a professional. I dropped one down in the lower intake, so I had to take that up, flip it over and take it out before I started. The old stock MAF is in, all of the stock injectors are in. I checked them for leaks. Just a tip, if you guys are going to do injectors, make sure to lubricate the 2 O-rings that go top and bottom. So you take some oil from the dipstick and you lubricate those O-rings. We're gonna sit in the car now and start it, so let's see what it does. The key is right in the seat, Aaron, so just start it for me, please. Go ahead. Hold on. Okay, so I can't seem to get it to idle. It's probably, like I said, the plugs are completely fouled out. So I am going to probably get some plugs or clean up the old plugs and probably try this in another video, because I want to make sure that this motor could run and idle before I actually pull it out and start to, I guess, clean it up and what's not. I want to make sure that the motor is sound before I start putting money into it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one.